everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Veach Season. We are your guest hosts, Rocky Magaña and Kramer Sansone. Still not canceled, still here, still waiting on an offer from ESPN and the Ocho to buy our services and get us to jump ship over to a platform that's more apt to our flavors and tastes and who we should be. Serta's been doing the nightly fix every night, right, for Foolish Club Media, and I feel like there's an opportunity here that for like our brand definitely is much more like positioned, I feel like, or like it fits in better for like a late show, like a late fix.
Easily
with Rocky and Krame Dog, where we can just really get weird, right? We'll like Howard Stern the shit, but like not in a creepy like Predator sort of way.
Yeah, like we can leave that creepy Predator part stuff out, but we can still the nudity could still happen.
Yeah, like listen, I'm not wearing any pants right now.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know we're supposed to.
Like literally, guys, I Porky Piggin on every single episode here. If I stood up right now, you're just gonna see you're gonna see big sack little knob.
Okay. Beach season, baby.
Beach season, and that's how we start off the show. Nothing but
man.
Knob.
Yep.
Nothing but knob. All sack and no knob. That's what
giving the crocky J to people.
That's how my wife likes it. It's like two elephant ears. Just
okay. All right. I don't need to visualize this now.
It's like it looks like an elephant that's had its trunk cut off.
Oh boy, ouch.
Just all flappy ears and no trunk.
This is nuts. This is already off the rails. Let's go. Beach season, baby.
It's the best episode we've ever had. Hey, dude, we're less than 10 days away from the draft, and we are the preeminent Kansas City Chiefs draft podcast. So
yes, we are.
Of course, we got to be in rare form as we ramp up to the big day, right? And so nothing but the hardest hitting, most important Chiefs draft content out there on the web today, Kramer. And I'm not sure if somebody was trying to human traffic me and my son at the airport this weekend.
Wait, hold up, what?
But I'm not entirely sure that she wasn't. So I'm going to tell you a story that is cuckoo fucking bananas in my head. And I don't know if it was like a good story. Like it was either like there is no middle ground on this story. It's either like a really sweet, cool, kind story, or it's like you did the right thing and you guys were in definite danger of something happening.
All right, I'll be the judge of this.
So my youngest son, Asher, almost 2 years old, is we do this thing because also parenting hack, Krame, is take your kids to the airport and let them watch airplanes take off. It's free entertainment and they love it. And so the Tampa airport, you can walk in, there's an air conditioned area, big glass windows. You can see the airplanes land and take off. Then there's like a train that goes out to the economy parking and to like the car rental.
So you're going to sit here and watch this for hours.
Yeah. Well, like in the train is like free because it takes you out to like the economy lot and the rental car terminal. But it just goes in a loop and you can just hop on the thing and just ride it in a loop for as long as you want. So we'll get on there and ride it for like 45 minutes. My kids are like, I got to ride a train today. They have, yeah, they have like 3-story tall, like escalators that the kids love to ride on. They have 9 stories of elevators, like just all this stupid shit that toddlers love that dude, like my son loves to go and watch the baggage claim. Just go in circles. Like we'll go there, still sit down and just watch the bags pass by.
I could do that. I could 1000% do that.
Yeah. Like the people know him. Like we do it so often. And it's like, it's free entertainment for the kids. So anyway, we are at the airport watching the airplanes take off, doing our thing. And my son is, he's a toddler. He's waddling. He's got his J's on. He's these little red Air Jordan like rain boots that he wears everywhere. He won't leave the house without them on, right? And so he has his J's on. He's looking pretty fly. We're walking through the airport. We're going to the area. So like if you go like behind the restaurants, there's like a Chick-fil-A. You go behind the Chick-fil-A, you can see this big glass window. There's a lot of seats and stuff to sit on at Tampa International Airport. And so we're walking down this little side area to get to it. And there's this lady who is she's Indonesian. She's probably about 25 years old. Not ugly at all. Extremely not ugly. Like
Okay.
very, very, I want to be very clear here. She was very, very, very
Not
not.
ugly. Okay, got that.
You got that, right? Okay.
Yep.
So we're walking though, and she sees me and my son walking, and she stops, she puts down her phone, takes out her headphones, and goes, "Oh my God, you are so cute. I love you so much." Not to me, of course, but to the child, right? I was like, "Oh, well, thank you." I was like, "Oh, thank you. You shouldn't have," right? No, but to my son. And so he's like all shy and turning to me. She goes, "Oh, you're so shy. You're so shy. Oh, you're such a cute kid." Yada, yada, yada. And then she like pulls out, she goes, "Hold on, I got something for you."
Oh boy.
She reaches in her bag, she pulls out a stuffed Minions toy, right? She hands it to him. And so he kind of reluctantly takes it, gives it to me, and she like talks to him. She's like, "Can you give me a hug?" And she like gives him a hug. And I'm like she's like really, really nice and really, really outgoing. But I'm also like, and it also like having lived in Southeast Asia, like it's a very outgoing culture. It's a very friendly culture.
So you're kind of familiar with it.
Yes, it's a little bit different than here, right? But at the same time, she's definitely very much like just very outgoing and very friendly. And so we say, "Okay, bye," we leave, and then we go to watch the airplanes. So she's still sitting over there the whole time we're over there. And there's like a TSA security guard, like an airport security guard at the table next to her, like eating her lunch. And so we go to walk to go somewhere else in the airport. And she's like, "Oh, bye-bye. I'll see you later. Bye. And so then we leave, we go to all these things. And we end up coming back to watch the airplanes again because he's 2. So he like wants to just walk laps and do things.
Oh, yeah.
We come back. She's still there. She goes, "Oh my God, my best friend, you're back again. Can I have a high five? Can I have a fist bump? Can I have a hug?" Like, oh, da, da, da. And she's like, "Where are you guys from?" And she's like chatting us up. And I'm like, "We're from here, where are you from?" She's like, "Bali." And I'm like, "Oh, Bali's cool." She's like, "Yeah, I'm going back to visit, but I work here. I'm coming back soon." She's like, "But I don't know when I'll be able to come back," and all this stuff. And so we're talking about all this stuff. And so then while we're talking and she's chatting us up, I'm like, "Okay." And so then I noticed that like the security guard is like listening while we're talking. And I'm like, I'm like, maybe she's just like eavesdropping because she's like waving at my son too. And like, like they just,
You have a cute ass kid, apparently.
I have a cute, oh yeah, he's fucking adorable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But so then we walk away to watch the airplanes again. I look back over and the security guard is like, looks at her and she goes, "I got to go to the bathroom. It'll only be a minute." And she goes, "Oh, okay." And then the trigger goes, "No, that means you have to come with me. Come on."
Oh my gosh.
And she goes, "Oh, okay." And she gets up and she leaves and goes to the bathroom with the security guard. The security guard, like, it's like with her. And like, she can't like leave the security guard's presence. And I'm like, "Okay, this is weird."
This got more weird.
I was like, "I have no idea what the hell's going on here." So then we leave, we go walk around, we go to come back like a third and final time to watch the airplanes. Same thing happens again, right? Same thing happens again. And we're on our way to leave. She stops us and she's like, at this point, the security guard's like, "Hey, I gotta get some, I'm hungry again. I'm gonna go get some food. You have to come with me to her." So she has to get up and like walk like around the corner to like get a snack or something like that because like the security guard.
She's not chained or anything. Like she doesn't have any.
No. She has her cell phone with her. She has her cell phone, bags, and headphones and everything with her, but she just has to be in the presence of this security guard the entire time. Huh. And so I'm like, what the hell is going on? Is she a criminal? Is she being deported? That's
what I can think of. I mean, immediately.
Is she like police protective custody? Right? Is she like a mobster's girlfriend? Like, like.
I would assume mobsters would like some very pretty Bali women.
Yeah, right. Like, is she like is her dad like a government official in Indonesia? Like who knows, right? But so then we go to leave and we go around the corner and she's there and she goes and she's like, "Oh, you guys are leaving?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's time to go home. I gotta take him home to like, to like eat some food." And she's like, "But where do you guys live?" And I was like, "Oh, we live da da da." She's like, "But what area?" And so I like told her, and then but like very vaguely, like the town area, right? Like not
you listed everything. I've even gave her a social security number, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, well, I mean, she was not ugly. It was like, do you want a copy of my driver's license and my passport, so that you can find me?
That'd be wild.
Do you want to be friends on TikTok? Can I? Do you have? Oh, all you have is an OnlyFans. Oh, well, me too. No.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? But so anyway, and so we go to leave, and she's like, it's not fair to like my son. Ash, she goes, I just met you, and you're like my best friend, and I'll never get to see you again. She's like, but who knows? Maybe I'll be lucky, and I'll get to see you again, and all these things. And then she goes, let's take a picture together, like to remember you by to my son.
Oh boy.
And at that point, security guard goes, nope, we're not doing that. And she goes, oh, okay. And then she goes, come on, let's go. And like made the lady like get up and walk away at that point. And I was
that's like, wild, dude.
I was like, whoa. I was like,
maybe she's a child predator. You never know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what is going on here? And so then I was like, I got inside my own head, and like that little minion toy she gave her, I was like, what if there's like an air tag?
Yeah, no. Did you rip it up?
They're getting ready. No, I just threw in the trash can though. I definitely trashed it.
Probably smart. Honestly, yeah, very smart.
It's like my kid didn't give two shits about it. He didn't know, like he's didn't even see the movie. He didn't care. So definitely trashed the shit. And I wasn't gonna risk my kid getting air tagged. I looked in his pockets and everything before we left the airport. Looked in my pockets, checked our backpacks. Very paranoid.
Good, smart.
Before we left, and
that's
so
weird.
He's still here. They haven't taken him yet, so I haven't had to go full Liam Neeson on anybody, right? You know, because I will actually absolutely kill anybody that tries to take my kids.
I bet. I mean, yes, you should.
I mean, do you remember when I lost my shit on that kid at the playground because he spit on my kid? And that was not my brightest moment or my best moment.
You picked that kid up by the ankles and you started dangling him. It's ridiculous. Can't believe they didn't get you in jail.
Jeez, man, I hung him up by his underwear, just put him up at the top of the monkey bars.
Dude, that's insane. You could have you definitely were around some person who's done stuff.
Yeah, so so I'm like, man, like she was so nice, but I was like, man, I don't know. It's like that whole thing where, did you ever see the movie The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
I haven't. No.
So there's a part in the movie The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen it and you don't want to hear the spoiler, then fast forward the next couple minutes. But there's a part in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo where he is like Daniel Craig is like, I think this guy's the serial killer, and he's like stupid around the outside of the guy's house, and the guy's like his neighbor, right? And then the guy comes home. And he's like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here because the guy's home. And he acts like he's like walking away, and like it's like in Norway, like out in the country, like in the wilderness, right? But they're like neighbors. So he's like, it's like freezing snow. He's like walking away, and the guy's like, hey man, like what are you doing out here? He's like, oh, I'm just out on an evening walk. And he's like, oh well, it's cold. Do you want to come in and have a drink real quick? And he's like, nah, I really should get going. He's like, come on, don't be rude. Like come on inside and just have one drink. And he's like, okay. And of course, the guy like drugged his drink. He drinks it. He passes out. He wakes up in a cage in the guy's basement. And the serial killer's was like, you knew something wasn't right, but your politeness wouldn't let you just walk away. Your politeness puts you inside of this cage in my basement.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, so like, that's like my life motto is like, it's like, don't let your politeness put you in a cage. Like, don't wake up in somebody's basement,
right?
In a cage, because you were being polite and you didn't want to throw away a $2 knockoff Minions toy.
The only time I'm polite is if it's a work-related thing, and after that, I won't bat an eye towards you.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you to F off, especially if it involves my kids.
Beach season, baby.
Beach season, baby. But yeah. So did I outwit a human trafficker this weekend? I don't know.
I think your kid's cuteness kind of deterred away almost because that cop was watching you guys' back no matter what. You had a guardian angel there the entire time. I think you're fine.
Yeah, I know, but like that's the problem with having cute kids.
I guess.
All right, people like cute kids more than they like ugly kids. I guess
that's true. They are worth a lot more money, apparently.
Yeah, they're worth more. I know, man, and that's the struggle. It's like, well, I do love these kids. So I
Yeah.
don't want to sell them on the black
Beauty
market.
is expensive and pain apparently.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I've never suffered in my life.
Should I like try to ugly them up a bit, right? Like just like pack a couple pounds on them, put them in nerdy clothes. Don't let them wear J's, make them wear knockoff shoes. Like I'm not gonna do anything to actually physically hurt them, but like give them like a Mark Davis haircut, like make them look real,
I mean, honestly,
like a real shit show.
He might actually get more women that way, but I mean, you're about to get the Mark Davis haircut. The Chiefs lose the Super Bowl this upcoming year.
I know, and let me tell you, I will say this about Mark Davis: you know, the guy gets tailed just because he's an NFL owner.
Oh yeah, like look at Bill Belichick.
Like he can look like a human scrotum and still get so much tail just because he owns an NFL team.
Oh yeah, he's got money. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, money buys everything.
Money buys everything,
sure
including tail. All right. So anyway, Veach season, baby, 16 minutes in, best opening we've had all year. But you guys know what time it is. It's time for What's Hot with Krame Dog.
So What's Hot with Krame Dog? Baseball season officially started for myself, and I desperately need to buy a torpedo bat. I was jammed way too many times. This new league that we're in, the Kansas City Blazers, our first game I have ever played in, where I helped complete a perfect game. My team had a perfect game happen. We won 18-0. We went through 4 innings. 2-hour time frame on this game. This other team we played was just horrendous. In the second game, we won 12-8. I need a torpedo bat. I got jammed way too many times in the spot where the barrel would be. That's where the marks were at. So your boys get a torpedo bat. And Rocky, if you never played baseball in your life, this is the league you're supposed to be in, apparently.
But I have played baseball in my life, so maybe I should.
If you ever want to make your way back here to Kansas City, you want to play on Sunday night, let me know, and we can put you anywhere.
Oh man, I would. I could. I mean, at this stage in my career, I don't know. I still got the knees to play behind home plate. Don't know if I have the reaction.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
I still got the knees because that's where I played catcher. Played catcher, left field, center field, second base.
You look like a second baseman to me.
I don't know if I have the range anymore to play second base. I probably still have enough of an arm to play right field. Hopefully, I could do that for you. I can play.
You also need the range out. If you don't have range for second, you're not having range for the outfield.
No, I got long range. It's just like
okay, gotcha. The short burst gets you.
It's the short burst diving to get the.
So you're not quick off the line, okay?
Yeah, but no, I can track a fly ball, or used to be able to track a fly ball, but just let me shag some flies before the game, get warmed up. You can definitely DH or play first base. I can play first base. I can probably handle the hot corner. I can handle the hot corner.
I'll let you play. I'll let myself DH and I'll let you play first.
There you go.
I'm there to try to hit dingers anyways. And the field is 290 down the line. And
oh
boy,
God.
it looks so juicy, man. It looks so juicy.
Did you go yard?
No, I didn't. I didn't say there wasn't really much good pitches to hit. I think out of both games, I got walked 4 times, got hit by a pitch. I got 1 hit. Didn't strike out. I won't strike out in this league. I can guarantee you that. But hey, I'll send you the link so you can follow along throughout the season.
Yeah, send me the link, buddy. So what's your average? What'd you do? What's your average? Where are you at right now?
I'm betting I think I'm betting like 250.
Gotta get that average up.
It's not good. I got a couple RBIs, but I got walked so many times and hit by a pitch. No, I didn't. I'm one for. I'm betting like 250, 300.
What's your slug?
I have no idea. My on base percentage is high. That's all that matters.
We got to get a Kramer Sansone baseball card.
So this league is ridiculous because I was on second base. The catcher tried to backpick me from second. Overthrows the shortstop or the second baseman, whoever covered it, and the ball went underneath the glove of center field. While I was rounding third, that people were telling me to go home, so I went home. While I was touching on plate, I told the catcher, "Hey, good throw."
Nice.
Hey, I don't care. I was an asshole.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to be an asshole, especially
you
catchers. Catchers are all dicks anyway.
Why backpick second base? I don't get it. That's what's hot with Krame Dog.
Not in that league. Like, who's you think he is, Salvi?
I'm so slow. I don't like what the heck is this guy thinking. I'm so slow. I'll be lucky if I get at least
I am
2
not
stolen
stealing.
bases.
I am
Yeah,
not stealing at any point in time.
if it's a pass ball, I'll go, but no, I'm not stealing.
Like you might be able to pick, like the pitcher could pick me off at first base or third base or second base pretty easily, but not a catcher. But because I'm definitely leading off as far as I can to get that much of a jump, not to steal,
Right.
but just so I don't get double in a double play ball or a fielder's choice.
Well, I'm
or
breaking the
something.
double play no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm breaking the double play even if I get ejected. I mean, spikes up, baby.
But
Spikes up every single time. Go in high, take a guy out.
starting off 2-0, it's gonna be a good season for us. A perfect game.
Yeah.
Our pitcher threw a perfect game. Nuts.
That's awesome. That's some nasty stuff, dude.
Sweet.
Good job. So he wasn't. So Seth Lugo does not pitch for your team, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no.
You know,
Doesn't give home runs.
you guys should try to get Danny Duffy to pitch for your team, right? You know,
That'd be pretty sweet. If he's at Kansas City, he wants to play. Come on, Duff.
yeah. Our Savior, our Lord Savior, Burger King drive-through, the patron saint of the Burger King drive-through, Danny Duffy.
Legendary.
Oh man, I sent Kramer Sansone a tweet when Seth Lugo was getting lit up by from Danielle Bad Decisions in Baseball on Twitter, where she said Danny Duffy didn't fall asleep in a Burger King drive-through so that Seth Lugo could throw high and inside to the Yankees, and I'm still laughing about that as I think about it today.
It's ridiculous.
Just the idea of Danny Duffy being a patron saint of Royals baseball and being a messiah type figure. It's funny because it's the opposite, right? It's like opposite day. It's funny because it's not true. Oh, all right. So we should probably talk a little bit of Chiefs stuff since we are like, a week and a half out from the draft. We're 20 minutes into the show, and this is the preeminent Chiefs draft podcast.
But first, there's no 5-star reviews.
There is no 5-star reviews this week.
We do have a YouTube. Guys. Yeah, come on. You got to give us a comment at least somewhere. At least YouTube came through this week.
Yep, YouTube did come through this week, and guys, this means more to me than any 5-star review ever. All right,
so Polo Fio on YouTube. So feel free to flood the YouTube comment section if you ever want to comment or anything on there. He says, "Rocky, if you're out, I'm out," with a heart emoji.
Polo, my boy, my guy, my dude, my compadre. Thank you, bro. Listen, I'm so happy that you're rocking with us and that you are a Veach through and through, true blue. We love and we respect you and we appreciate the shit out of you, my man.
Amen.
So thank you very much for commenting and rocking with us. But yeah, Krame, dude, NFL draft is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Like 9 days from now is the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it, bro? Are you ready for the most exciting night in sports entertainment?
It's going to be a busy day for myself, but I cannot wait. It'll be fun.
Yeah. I think me and Serta are going to try to go stream live the entire first round. So if you guys are out there, be looking for us. We'll be bringing on some guest hosts.
I wish I could join you.
Dude, just hide. Just be like, tell your boss, be like, yo, I'll be right back. Slip into a broom closet and be like, and then just stream with us. For
I'll try to join when the Raiders are picking. How about that?
Yeah, so we can talk shit on their bad decision that they're about to make.
No, we're going to be bull crap. We're getting Travis Hunter. It's not a bad decision.
It's going to be like Colston Loveland, like, oh, he's a great tight end, but
they're not drafted back-to-back years tight end.
Brock Bowers. What the fuck?
They had Michael Mayer too, so I mean,
they're gonna run 3 tight end sets. Just that's all they're gonna do.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, why not? You don't have a quarterback, so maybe
whoa, we got Geno.
Sorry. Enjoy going 9-8 for the next 7 years.
Better than what we've been seeing.
You're right. You know what? Mediocre is good enough. Yeah, that's what they always say.
I'm just saying that's better than what we've been seeing.
Yeah,
I just want to see some competition between them and the Chiefs. Like it's fun.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen, but sure.
I guess we'll see. We'll have to find out.
We'll have to wait. Yeah, wait and see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see who's rocking the Mark Davis haircut.
Hopefully you.
It's going to be you.
It's going to be one of us.
It's true.
Might be both.
The Chiefs will make Super Bowl.
Yeah, hell, it might be both of us. Something's gonna happen. We're gonna make a side bet.
Yeah, is it a tie?
Something happens that we did.
If it goes to overtime, we both have to do it.
Yeah, if it goes to double overtime.
Nope. Oh, single
overtime. Or if it goes
Single.
to overtime, we both have to do it.
Yep.
All right, deal. I'm down with that. So, spit shake. So
got some on my laptop.
This has been a crazy week for draft news.
Yeah, I'd say
in all the worst ways. First, can't do a draft podcast without addressing the Kyron Lacy situation. A guy who was projected originally to be a top 100 draft pick, a very talented football player, makes an extremely stupid. Well, I don't want to speak ill of the dead. Makes a very poor decision and gets behind the wheel of a car and speeds and ends up going head on with a 78-year-old driver and kills him. And obviously, the moment that happened, he was wanted by the law, and his draft prospects were gone. The draft was the least of his concerns.
Yep.
At that point, he was facing serious serious jail time for the crime, and he passed away this week. Right? They haven't confirmed the cause of death yet, but there are a lot of rumors out there about what happened, that it may or may not have been accidental, right? You know what I mean? And so, but regardless, it's a fucking tragedy is what it is. Like, you have this guy who works his entire life for one singular goal, and he makes there's no other thing, but just makes such a stupid error in judgment and a mistake. The same thing that could have it very easily could have been Rashee Rice.
Yeah,
in that situation. Henry Ruggs, right? Like, you're a Raiders fan, like exact same thing, right? Like, and you see these situations, and you also have to sit there and think, how much does NIL play into this? Because there's also a rumor out there that the Tennessee quarterback wanted a Maserati or a Bugatti or something like that, and that was the sticking point in his NIL deal to get reworked, is that he wanted the university to buy him I think it was a Bugatti, and they said no. Jeez. And so he said, I'm walking, right? So, and there was another situation last year where a kid transferred, and the university had bought him, like, it was something crazy like a Porsche Carrera or something like that, and they were like, we want our car back if you're transferring.
I feel like we're starting to see the end of the amateurism in college sports. Like, we're clearly seeing that right now. It's
we saw a contract holdout.
Yeah, like this holdout. It's ridiculous. I mean, granted, I know the kids should get somehow compensated over anything, but come on, Bugattis, we don't need this stupid stuff for these kids. You need to focus on playing football. That's kind of like with the Jamarcus Russell. Like, he wanted to get paid. He wanted to get paid. He worked his ass off till he got drafted, got paid, didn't do a single thing when he made the NFL, and he got paid. That's all he wanted. That's all he cared about. The kids right now, they're more worried about money than anything else because of how social media has taken over the world.
Well, and then you take these 18, 19-year-old kids and you give them these super powered up, super fast cars. You tell them they're the most important person in the world, the most important person on their campus, and they feel like they're GD Superman and they're untouchable. And then they get out in the real world and they do something dumb and somebody gets hurt and somebody dies, and suddenly it's all gone.
Yep.
And the lights are gone. The fame is gone. Everything you've worked hard for is gone because your frontal cortex is not fully formed until you're like 25 years old.
Exactly.
We're literally giving these kids, like, with partially developed brains, millions of dollars in super fast sports cars, and then being shocked when they're going out and making stupid decisions that are taking people's lives. And so, like, obviously the kids deserve to get paid for what they're doing, but there has to be some
to an extent. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like,
it's make millions of dollars. Like, Hunter Dickinson for the KU has been in the league with 8 years, and he's made over like $7 million in NIL.
Yeah, it's insane, right? And the whole thing is like, it's like, Are they going to have to do a collective bargaining agreement? Are the schools going to get together? Like, there's something that's going to have to happen.
We're seeing the end of amateurism. We are.
Because every single kid right now who plays college sports is a free agent on a 1-year contract. And they can just go wherever they want. Every single year. They can jump, they can leave, they can go play wherever they want. And listen, you can say good because it's America. And like, you can leave your job at any point you want if you can go get a different job and make more money. So why shouldn't they be able to? I get that. But there was also an aspect of it where these kids are getting too much too fast.
Oh, easily.
And that's not necessarily the school's fault. It's not the coach's fault. Not even the kid's fault. It's a societal problem of what we value as a society. And it's people are getting hurt, and there's doesn't seem to be any insight for it, obviously. You got another story in Isaiah Bond. He's supposed to be coming in this tomorrow. I think it was either today or tomorrow. He was supposed to come in for the Chiefs on a top 30 visit. I don't know if that's still occurring because he's wanted for allegations of sexual assault.
He's already turned himself in.
Yeah. And the details of that story are extremely distressing, where him and this young lady engaged in private messages on social media. They discussed various sex acts that they would consensually want to perform together. They get there, they get in the moment, and she's like, on second thought, I don't feel comfortable with this. I want to push the brakes and say no and stop. And then he said, well, I'm not going to stop, and just continued and performed the sexual acts without her consent anyway, allegedly. And they don't ever come out and say what they were, but if you read between the lines, you can pretty easily tell what those acts were based upon her firsthand descriptions, and they are very troubling and very graphic. And I'm not going to say them here. That's how bad they are, that I'm not going to talk about them on Veach season.
Jeez.
But that's the whole thing. Like, young men out there, like, no means no. And just because she said yes one time, or she said yes before, if in the moment she says no, the answer is no. You have zero right over another person's body. They have no right over your body. You have no right over their body. Everybody has bodily claim and autonomy to their own personal self. And anybody who tries to take that away from another person, whether for sexual reasons or physical reasons or whatever else, it's disgusting, and it's a tragedy, and it's not right. And it's sad because, like Kyron Lacey, a guy who made, I'm not going to say he made one bad decision, because there's a series of bad decisions in his actions, and it's a decision that he made in the moment. He said that he was drunk and that alcohol makes him do things, and I don't disagree with that. I've done a lot of stupid shit when I was drunk in my life. Like,
a lot to that extent.
No, I have not done that, but I've done a lot of stupid shit in my life when I was drunk, and so I do see where he's coming from with that, but that doesn't remove responsibility. Exactly. You are still responsible for yourself at all times.
It's an excuse.
Yeah, and so
it's an easy excuse, cheap, lame excuse.
And even if it's not an excuse, even if it's an explanation, it doesn't remove responsibility from you. Amen. And from your choices and your decisions in the moment. So
Preach, Rocky.
Another guy, Isaiah Bond, who he had first round draft pick.
Yeah, I liked him
at some point.
I don't anymore.
Like he's not getting drafted. Maybe we'll have to see how this entire court case plays out. Maybe in a couple of years, he may be a guy who ends up getting signed as a free agent at some point and has a chance to try to be a redemption story. But it's going to take a lot for a team to want to touch him at this point.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to go near him within a 10-foot pole in the draft for sure.
Yeah, PR would be ridiculous on it. I don't think anybody's going to go.
And so he's not getting drafted now. And so another guy who worked his ass off his entire life for one moment and opportunity, and you threw it away over stupid shit. And here's the thing about like the sexual assault stuff, guys. Like it's not about like getting your nuts off. Like sexual assault is a power and control thing. Like it's a dominance over another human being. And so because obviously anybody who throws away their dreams over getting the over skeeting, right? Can people still say skeet?
That's the term on Blue Sky.
Is it okay?
Like on your post, you skeet on there.
Oh, do you? All right.
Yep.
So yeah, somebody, splatter in their gravy, whatever you want to call it. Like getting like literally throwing away your entire future over a nut. You know what I mean? Like it's like, sure, it feels great, but not that great, right? It's not worth
your entire life is donezo.
Yeah, it's not worth your entire life, your future, everything that you have worked for, especially when you could just go jerk off when you get home. You know what I mean? Like 100%. Like it's true. It's true. Don't throw your life away over nutting. It's not like they say that like all serial killers are like sexually motivated, right? Like there's always like a sexual aspect in whatever they're doing, right? And so I decided a long time ago that if a serial killer ever broke into my house and was getting ready to kill me, I would look him straight in the eye and I would say, bro, really? This is it? This is your sexual fantasy? Like murdering this is what gets you off? Like you are a sick fuck if this is your thing.
I would just strip dude and start attacking him.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, you're my thing. Get over here, big guy. Oh, daddy wants some sugar.
Oh, dinner came to me.
Yeah. I didn't know that I ordered DoorDash. Oh, God. But yeah, so guys, just be good dudes.
Yeah.
Be good dudes. It's not hard. And that's our serious soapbox of the day on Veach season. So Kramer, I live in Tampa. Somehow, apparently, I'm not that far away from New Orleans as the crow flies because I have started getting New Orleans ESPN radio in my car in the mornings when I turn it on. Like
FM or AM?
FM. What used to be a music station is now New Orleans ESPN radio in my car when I turn it on. And it just happened started this week. And the last 3 days, the conversation every single morning when I turn on my car to take my kids to daycare in New Orleans is how Jackson Dart's going to be the second quarterback taken overall. And that means that Shedeur Sanders is sliding to number 9, and New Orleans is going to draft Shedeur Sanders at number 9, and he's going to be the next quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. Yeah.
So Dart's going to the Browns, what it sounds like. And
yeah.
Well, I mean, Derek Carr is hurt. I mean, he may not even play this upcoming season. So, I mean, why would Jackson Dart be the second overall quarterback?
And
I bet they are excited.
Yeah, they're stoked because they're like, and it's such a great situation because like New Orleans is probably the only team that could probably be terrible this year and get a super high draft pick again next year, while also still retaining their head coach. Like their head coach is not going to get fired if they have a bad year this year.
Exactly.
But every other team, if they have a bad year, their head coach is getting fired. And so that means that Shedeur Sanders is going to get another high pick next year to go with him. And, and he'll have continuity of the coaching staff and all this stuff. But it all hinges on Jackson Dart being selected over Shedeur Sanders.
Why?
Which I'm not a Shedeur Sanders believer, but I'm also not stupid enough to think that Jackson Dart in any universe is getting drafted over Shedeur Sanders.
I think there's 1-2 quarterbacks. Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders. That's it. And there's a Jurassic size gap of whoever the next guy. If you think it's Jalen Milroe, if you think it's Will Howard, if you think it's Riley Leonard, I
do think it's Jackson Dart is the third quarterback. But
Jackson really?
But I don't think that Jackson Dart is ever leapfrogging Shedeur Sanders in the draft.
That'd be the most Browns thing ever.
And I really, really don't think that if the Browns did take Jackson Dart,
I don't
that
think the Browns
Shedeur,
take a quarterback.
yeah, but that Shedeur Sanders would make it to 9. Somebody, if he gets to 5 or 6, somebody is trading up and leapfrogging and taking him, right? Like Seattle's making a move, or somebody is making a move to move up and get Shedeur Sanders.
I wouldn't even think that they could. The Seahawks. I mean, they get out of Sam Darnold's contract at the end of this year. You brought back Drew Lock. So, I mean,
you know what's going to happen is the Atlanta Falcons are going to trade up and take Shedeur Sanders.
Who's the Falcons quarterback right now? Is it Michael Penix?
It's going to be they're going to have Kirk Cousins. Like they traded Kirk Cousins, right? They traded Cousins.
No, he's still there.
Is he? Okay. So you're going to have Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, and Shedeur Sanders, all 3 on their roster.
That's amazing. If Shedeur makes it to the Cowboys, are taking Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like they're going to say, sorry, Dak, bye. And they're going to trade Dak for a bag of potato chips and move on.
Jackson Dart is not a second-round quarterback. Well, no, he's not a first-round quarterback. Excuse me.
He could be a second-round quarterback.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind the Raiders taking him in the second round.
Like if you're in the 50s, you're in the 40s, and you take Jackson Dart, cool. Like that's a good decision on your part. If the Browns want to take Jackson Dart at 33, I don't think that's a bad decision. If somebody says in the background, if somebody wants to trade up into the background of round 1 and take Jackson Dart at like 32, if they want to trade, like say the Browns decide they want to trade with Philadelphia and flip picks because they want to draft Jackson Dart at 33, but they flip with Philadelphia because they get a 5th year control because he's the first round draft pick. Then I can see that. I can see that happening, right? You like,
oh yeah,
you throw Philadelphia a 4th rounder and just flip with them. And then you get a 5th year control over your quarterback, right? Like cool.
Like why not?
I get that. Like that makes sense to me. But saying that he's going to be a top 10 NFL draft pick is just wishful thinking.
It's like, come on.
Yeah. Come on, bro. You need to lay off those hand grenades there on Bourbon Street. Yeah, what?
I think it's impressive. What New Orleans is 5 hours away from you, and you're gonna be able to get their radio stations. Pretty sweet,
dude. Straight over the Gulf of America, baby. Straight
hell yeah,
right? And I said as a crow flies. I mean, as the eagle flies, as the bald eagle flies in the storm for the stars and stripes, baby. Straight across the Gulf of America.
I mean, Gulf of America has a nice little ring to it.
Man, F the Gulf of America. It's the Gulf of Mexico. My Mexican heritage claims that water.
Okay.
That is my ancestral homeland water. My ancestral home water. I'm actually, honestly, I don't have any skin in the game. It's a body of water. It doesn't matter what it's
terrifying. It's a terrifying body of water. I'm cool to never be in it.
Just in general, it's like it's a body of water. Why are we fighting over the name of it? Cruise ships go over it. People go fishing in it. It should be called Gulf water. Deep water, big water place. Like, who cares? Like why is it a political subject at all? Like what a sea or an ocean is named. Why are we naming oceans political names? Right? Wait,
so America is just political now? The word America means political?
Renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America was a very political move.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, it has a nice little ring to it.
Oh, it does. It's a great ring to it. I'm an American citizen. I love America. I was born and raised here. Yeah, it has a great sound to it. I think it's stupid as shit that they decided to rename it. I think the name is good. The reasonings why they named it is stupid as shit.
Oh,
like the two are not mutually exclusive. I can say the Gulf of America is funny sounding in like a Team America World Police sort of way, and I can find some entertainment in like an America fuck yeah kind of sentiment to it, right? But while also at the same time being like, of all the issues we have in the world today, of all the problems we have, this is the one you prioritize to actually get done? Like, you idiots. Like, we have so many issues in our world, in our country. And this is the one. You can't get anything done except for the only two things that they can get done in Washington is A, the Gulf of America, which is stupid as shit, and B, the world's longest filibuster, which is literally doing nothing. Right? Those are the only two achievements that they can achieve in the United States of America in Washington. And that is now you got to be talking politics, and I refuse to do it on the program, Kramer.
I just said it was a good. I just had a good percent. There's a good ring to it.
Yeah,
that's all.
All right. Well, moving on. Chiefs have had a few top 30 visits this week, or the last couple of weeks. They brought in my boy Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. You know how much I love him. I like if the Chiefs don't go with like a premier running back like a Caleb Johnson or Keyshawn Judkins or something like that, then and they go with like a later round pick guy, I think Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt is my guy. He's a three down back. He's so complete. I love him so much. They brought in Josh Simmons. Jared Sapp over at Arrowhead Pride had a nice way of putting it with Josh Simmons. That at the combine, Josh Simmons had 33-inch arms, right? Very, very too short for a tackle, too short for a Chiefs tackle, definitely. At his pro day, he had 34-inch arms suddenly. And Jared said, he goes, I was talking to Jared about it. He goes, it's funny. It's like with me and my wife in the bedroom. I say I measure one thing. She says I measure another. Nobody really knows what the true measurement is. It's all about where you're measuring from.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah. I was like, that's amazing. It's like, it's true though. Like I don't trust pro day measurements in the slightest. Like, no. You didn't like the official measurements, so you went back to your house and had your mom measure you instead, and then say, "Oh, see, look, my mom said that I am a big boy."
Get the lighting better.
Yeah, that mommy said I am a big boy. Look at my arms. Mommy said I have a long arms, not the short arms that you said I had. And so, but the Chiefs did bring him in on a top 30 visit, presumably so that they can measure his arms themselves.
Probably.
And say, okay, you are short armed or you have long arms, one of the two.
You think he just showed up and the tape measure was just right out there? They're just waiting at the door.
Yeah, Andy's just sitting there with a big ass tape measure, just like, come on in, son.
He's just like bringing it back and forth. It's snapping.
Open it up, letting it go. Open it up, letting it go. Wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Step into my office, son. We have something to talk about. Yeah, no,
all right, spread them.
Yeah, right. Spread them, boy. We're going pit to tip. Pit to tip. You hear me? Oh man.
Veach season, baby.
Veach season. Crocky J in the house. Yeah, so they met with Josh Simmons. He's definitely, if his arms are long enough, he is a good prospect. I would have him, in my opinion, I have him slided in slightly below Josh Connerly Jr., solidly behind Kelvin Banks, solidly behind Mimbu, solidly behind Campbell.
Yeah.
But I do have him in that next, at the top of like that next tier down. And so if the Chiefs decided, if he was there at 32 and the Chiefs decided to select him, I would not be upset about it. I think he's a starting. I think if his arms are long enough, he's a starting tackle in the league.
I agree. And then you just got one more year left of Jawan Taylor. And you just put him at right tackle.
Yeah, and then just get another new left tackle.
Yep.
They also brought in Kyle Williams, Washington State wide receiver. Kyle Williams, I mean, had a huge monster year last year, 1,200 yards. I think it was 13 touchdowns, average 17 yards a catch.
Mm-hmm.
On tape, looks a lot like Sky Moore did in college. There's a lot of shades of Sky Moore in this tape, size wise, everything, production wise. Here's the only caveat that I'll give him is that Sky Moore did his damage in the MAC, and while the Pac-12 was basically the MAC this past season,
yeah,
the year before that, he had 800 yards receiving back when they still had Washington, Arizona, everybody in it, and it was actually still a decent conference. And so he has 1 year of 800 yard production in a good solid Power 5 conference. and then a huge year of production in a shit show conference. He's a third round. Like they're gonna take him. Like if they draft him, like it's gonna be like we're like 95 to the 133 range. If they took him at 95. I think that's a little rich for him. If they take him at 133, at that point, you're taking a wide receiver in the middle rounds. Like if he pans out, sure. If he doesn't, Byron Pringle, right? Like,
you're right.
Like who cares? Like it's like
you might get a Marcus Kemp out of him.
Yeah, Demarcus Robinson. Like we're talking like you didn't waste a top 100 pick in the guy on a guy. Like if you pick a guy in the top 100, he needs to be a starter or at least a solid contributor. Anything after that, anything outside of the top 100, any production you get is golden.
Oh yeah,
and so I mean, the problem with Kyle Williams is I don't think he played special teams at all, and so there's no special teams value there, which means that how's he going to get on the field, right? So,
it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, especially as a rookie. So like, is it the best fit for the Chiefs? Well, obviously, yeah. If he looks like Sky Moore in his tape, then the Chiefs love him because the Chiefs love Sky Moore. They absolutely adore Sky Moore. That's why they keep on giving him 1,000 tries to try to develop into something. But yeah. So then I also watched Brandon George, linebacker at Pittsburgh.
Oh, and, gotcha.
Yeah. So
what'd you think?
So here's the deal. Full disclosure, he was not on my radar at all until the Chiefs met with him at his pro day and also brought him in for a top 30 visit. I think that Brandon George and the Chiefs probably have already agreed upon an undrafted free agent contract post-draft. This guy's not going to get drafted. He's not that guy. He's not a guy that you're going to like he is a Cole Christensen replacement after next year or something like that. Like he is Uncle Dave's linebacker, special teams contributor. You watch his tape, he doesn't make mistakes. He also doesn't make a lot of plays. He's in the right place, right time, makes the right decision, and he's not an elite athlete.
What if he's like Mr. Irrelevant? Could that be given to Uncle Dave? Is Uncle David Tobe going to be able to get the pick for that?
Possibly they could use it with Mr. Irrelevant if they wanted to make sure that they get him if Uncle Dave likes him that much.
So I think he gets at least one guy per year that he truly wants. They'll end up getting for him.
I agree 100%. But this guy's not a Nick Bolton replacement. He plays middle linebacker. He's starting middle linebacker for Pittsburgh. He is not Nick Bolton's replacement. He's a guy where here's how you describe him is. He's around the tackle, but not necessarily making the tackle. He's blitzing and not getting to the quarterback, but he's forcing the quarterback to step to the right a little bit so that somebody else gets to him.
So he's blocking the hole.
He's like I say, he's in the right place at the right time. He's not making the play. There's definite value in him. He's not overly strong. He's not overly fast. He is a very smart and he's a very aware player. Like his awareness on the field, you can tell he sees the game extremely well. But seeing and firing into action and having the athletic ability to get there and get downhill, that's where like he sees it. He just can't do it. You know what I mean, right?
Yes, yes.
Like he does it well enough to be impactful. He doesn't do it well enough to be a starter in the NFL.
I got you.
Right. Like he's like a middle of the road middle linebacker in college. So at the pros, I could definitely see him being a really, really good special teamer though.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't hate that.
Hey, hopefully he makes it.
Yeah. If the Chiefs get him as a UDFA, I'm 100% on board with it. And I think it's a great pickup. All right, Krame, we're an hour into this thing. Should we do a mock draft?
Should we do a mock?
Should we do a mock draft? Should we do a mock draft?
Hold on, wait, hold on. Make sure she's not listening. Yeah, no, let's do a mock draft.
Don't let Caitlin know. Don't let her know.
Don't let her know. Don't let her know.
We're doing a mock draft. Do you want to do a 1-round mock draft, a 2-round mock draft, a 3-round mock draft?
We could. I mean, 2's not bad.
You want to do a 2-round mock draft?
I mean, that's 2 picks for the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, let's do a 2-round mock draft. Well, no, that's 3 picks for the Chiefs. That's 3 picks for the Chiefs. We We have
Are there
two,
two?
no, that's only one. That's only two because we have 2 third rounders. If we did a third round, if we did a 3-round mock draft, there'd be 4 picks for the Chiefs, but that's quite a bit. Let's do a 2-round mock draft.
Let's do 2. Let's tickle our fancy.
No, let's tickle our fancy. Let's get a little fancy and just do some. Let's just have a tickle party. You want to have a tickle fight with me, buddy?
I'll tickle you.
You tickle me? You tickle me a little bit? All right.
Metaphorically.
Let's fire up the old PFF draft machine then, and
let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Let's just set up a little 2-round mock draft as us picking. Do you want to pick all 32 teams or just
might as well?
Yeah, let's just do.
No. Let's do because I think we have a good gist of what's going to happen.
Yeah,
we're not going to be the only people who, because everybody loves to fill out the first round, but the thing is, nobody likes to fill out the second round. We're crazy enough that we would fill out the second round.
We're making 64 picks in this draft. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, guys, we're gonna do a full 2-round mock draft here. So let's let me go ahead and let me share this screen, and we're gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it, guys. Yeah, we're gonna. What was it? And did they say something like that in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Like, rip it in something. Oh no!
And
10 Things I Hate About You. Have you ever seen 10 Things I Hate About You? Yeah, he goes. And 10 Things I Hate About You. The guy's like, he's like, rip it and rip it, and then he like hits a golf ball, and then like hits, and the golf ball like hits a girl in the head at the high school, and like she goes unconscious, and then he like runs away.
Woof.
His name's Bogey Lowenstein.
Of course, Bogey.
Yeah, old Bogey Lowenstein, and 10 Things I Hate About You, the movie that made Heath Ledger famous.
Yeah, no, definitely never seen that one.
Oh, well,
that's a rom-com, isn't it?
It is a rom-com. It stars a teenage Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and it was Julia Stiles' first movie.
Oh, okay, that's a good cast.
Yeah, it was a fun show. It's a retelling of The Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare, a modern day retelling.
Never seen it.
You should watch it. It's a good teen comedy. All right. Anyway, 2-round mock draft. Here
Let's do it.
All right, it's the end of the draft. All right. Tennessee Titans are on the clock with the first overall pick. All right, so who are they taking? Who's the Tennessee Titans taking? Cam Ward?
Where's he at? Why is he not like the top?
Because their rankings are off. They have him ranked as like the 21st best player on their board.
Wow, Mike.
Yeah, I love you, Trevor Sikkema. But yeah. Cam Ward is we're gonna draft Cam Ward first overall to the Tennessee Titans. Number 2, are they going to go
Abdul Carter?
They're going Abdul Carter. It's over Travis Hunter.
I think Abdul Carter. The only reason why, because you have Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett. You really think they're going to draft a quarterback this upcoming year? They've got already 3 dogs in the house. Do they need a 4th?
What's what I'm saying? Travis Hunter though.
But I think they go with defensive line. That's a nasty defensive line if you do Abdul Carter and you have Myles Garrett there.
I see. I hear you.
But that's up to I'll listen to what you think.
We'll go Abdul Carter. I think it could be Travis Hunter, but we'll go Abdul Carter. Number 3 is going to be Shedeur Sanders to the Giants.
Yes.
He literally visited them this week.
Yeah.
He's not going past them. So we're going to go with Shedeur Sanders, number 3. Number 4.
This is Travis.
Yeah, Travis Hunter to the Patriots at number 4. Number 5, Jacksonville Jaguars. Do they go McMillan or do they go Mason Graham?
I think they go Mason Graham.
I can see that. Okay. All right, Raiders are on the clock. Who are they taking? Genty?
They're going to take Genty.
All right, Ashton Genty to the Raiders. Jets. Jets are on the clock. Jets need a quarterback. Wide receiver.
They need a little bit of everything. I think it's Will Campbell.
I can see that. All right, they're going to take Will Campbell. Panthers on the clock. Panthers need wide receiver. I think this is probably McMillan.
Yeah.
All right, Tatori McMillan, Arizona wide receiver, number 8 to the Panthers.
This sucks for those Saints people who thought they were going to get themselves.
Should we give them Jackson Dart?
Let's give him Jackson Dart.
All right, here you guys go. You
If they're
guys
so
believe in
highly on him, they're getting
You
Jackson
guys are
Dart.
so high on Jackson Dart. You get Jackson Dart 9 overall. The New Orleans Saints. All right, Chicago Bears are on the clock. They need running back, defensive interior, safety. I think maybe this is Malachi Starks. I do believe that some teams aren't as high on Walter Nolan as
I do
his,
think I've been seeing him fall.
because of off-field concerns and personality concerns.
I think it's Malachi. This pick, Malachi Starks makes sense.
All right, Malachi Starks. San Francisco needs a guard or a tackle.
It's probably
Defensive
Mimbo.
line, cornerback. They need, probably Mimbo. You're right. Yeah, that's a good call. Mimbo's the right pick there. Dallas on the clock. I mean, Dallas needs a running back. Dallas needs a wide receiver.
Gosh, freaking Mike Green would be disgusting for the Cowboys here.
I could see it. I could see them taking Mike Green here.
Or I mean, it's also Jerry. He probably doesn't mind doing the Walter Nolan.
I know. That's what I was saying. But do they need interior defensive line? I know they need edge.
Not necessarily. They definitely need an edge.
Let's go, Mike Green.
Yeah.
All right, Mike Green. Now is where it starts to get interesting. You have the Miami Dolphins on the clock. Jahdae Barron, maybe, or Walter Nolan. I can see them going Walter Nolan. I mean, it's Miami.
Walter, yeah.
I mean, I think that Walter Nolan is like the worst possible landing spot for
even
Walter
though
Nolan.
They're shopping their corner. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Why is he blanking me? Jalen Ramsey. They're shopping Jalen Ramsey right now. So I wouldn't say they're going to do Barron because they may not even trade Jalen Ramsey. But I think Walter Nolan's probably the pick.
Yeah, I think so too. This is Tyler Warren, right?
Yeah. Or is it Colesman?
I think it's Tyler Warren still.
Yeah, it's Tyler Warren.
I think it is. I think it's Tyler Warren.
I think my Michigan pride is just trying to step in.
Yeah, I know. I think it's Tyler Warren, 100%. Atlanta Falcons at 15. Man, Jihad. I can see him going Jihad Campbell here.
Yeah,
possibly. I think that'd be a good pick.
They definitely need backers.
All right, let's go Jihad Campbell here to Atlanta. Arizona pick number 16.
This is telling me I think it's either going to be Barron or Will Johnson.
Yeah, I think I know, right? This is the preference thing. Do you like Will Johnson better or you like Barron better?
I think Will Johnson's quicker.
All right. Oh, this is our first controversial pick besides Jackson Dart. Oh, the Arizona Cardinals, they're in love with Will Johnson. They take him over Jahdae Barron. Now people are like, oh my gosh, Jahdae Barron's still there at 17. We need to get on the clock with the Cincinnati Bengals and make some offers. But then
you think the Bengals trade out of this?
No, but I think the Bengals are like, do we trade out of this or do we take Josh Simmons? Who do we take? We have a decision to make here. Do we take Kenneth Grant? Do we take Donovan Eziraku?
Well, they're definitely not taking a wide receiver because they've already got two guys locked up for this.
Yeah, they're not taking. They're not taking him.
That'd be the most. That literally would be the most Browns Bengals thing that to get another wide receiver weapon and not assess that defense. Yeah, I think this is a defensive pick. I think that
it has to be.
You're already getting your pass rush from Trey Hendrickson still there.
Yeah, I would say maybe Kenneth Grant.
Kenneth Grant might be bad. Wouldn't be bad. The interior locked up.
Let's go Kenneth Grant. All right. Seattle Seahawks on the board. They need an edge rusher. They need a center. They need a guard. They don't need a wide receiver, but they did move on from Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, but they have Cooper Kupp.
But then they also moved on from what's his face?
DK. Cooper Kupp and JSN's fine.
Is Cooper Kupp going to play more than 3 games?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So no Emeka Egbuka?
No, I don't think so. Who do they get here? James Pierce
Jr. Yeah, I think James Pierce Jr.
Dude's a freak. That dude's an athlete. He's such a It'd be
He's so
nice.
good.
I've seen a lot of people hoping he falls to 30, to 31, but that's not going to happen, folks.
No, it's not. That's not going to happen. He is a freaking nature. Jahdae Barron's slide has to stop here, though, right?
Yeah,
At 19 to
yeah,
Tampa Bay.
right. That's not such good value for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, such good value.
This is
Mecca
Luther.
Ibuka to the.
This
You
is
think it's
Luther.
Luther
This
over
has got to be
Ibuka?
Luther.
All
It's
right.
Luther.
All right, Sid. Oh man, how many Mizzou fans are gonna be pissed off when he's a Denver Bronco? It's like they just keep on doing it to you. They did it with the quarterback, and now they're
And Noah Fant, former.
and Noah Fant. Yeah,
It's fun.
yeah, it is. It sure is. All right. What are the Steelers gonna do here? Josh Simmons, Kelvin Banks Jr.
I think it's Kelvin Banks Jr. But I
Yeah, I
know
do too.
my heart wants Kelvin Banks Jr. to keep sliding. But I think it's
But he's
Kelvin
not
Banks
going.
Jr.
He's not
No,
going to.
it's not going to die. Yeah,
Yeah, it's Kelvin Banks Jr. All right.
this could be Igbuka.
I think the Chargers take Ibuka here. That makes 100% sense, especially since Harbaugh was a Big Ten guy. He knows him very intimately. Mm-hmm. I think it's Ibuka here too. All right, Green Bay Packers are on the board. Is this Matthew Golden?
Yeah, I think they'll run a wide receivers take off since that first one gets got. You already know Steelers won't draft a wide receiver. They don't need one this year. So, yeah, this is the run on receivers.
Yeah, so Matthew Golden goes to the Green Bay Packers at 23. That's good value. All right, now you got the Minnesota Vikings are up. They need a running back, defensive back, interior. This is where it starts getting a little dicey.
Amarion Hampton, they need a running back. And they've already had one running back went in the first round already with the Raiders.
Yeah, I can see Amarion Hampton. That's good. That's a good call. All right. Then now you have the Houston Texans are on the clock. They need a wide receiver. They need offensive line. They take Josh Simmons here.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh Simmons to the Texans.
Short arms.
Yeah, they don't care about short arms. This is Colson Loveland, right?
Yep.
LA Rams.
Colson that or Jalen Walker, either one.
I'm gonna say, that's good. What do you think? You make the call.
Do Loveland.
All right, Colson Loveland goes 26th overall. All right, now you have the Baltimore Ravens on the clock. A couple of things they could do here. They could go Scorton. They could go Azaraku.
I do Azaraku.
All right, Azaraku to the Ravens. Who's Dan Campbell want?
He's taking Jalen Walker. That's exactly who Dan Campbell's taking.
No, that's exactly what he wants. That's exactly who he's taking. All right, Washington Commanders are on the clock.
You know that Dan Campbell was actually fully torched when he sees his name right there at 28.
Yeah, he is like, oh. Is this Nick Scorton going to based upon just on
him or his teammate Shamar Stewart, either one?
I think that Nick Scorton is the one that everybody loves, right? Because of his upside and his freak athleticism. So I think so.
Either one. Either of the A&M boys.
I think it's gonna be Scorton here. Let's take Scorton. All right, who are the Bills taking?
First, they're going to get on the phone with Kansas City to see if they want the pick.
And Kansas City's going to say no. God, that's a bad spot if you're a Bills fan.
Maybe Malachi Williams, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Michael Williams.
Or Michael, not Malachi. I'm thinking Malachi Starks, his teammate.
Just on the upside alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the guy never produced, but he is freakishly big and long and strong.
He's a mighty big boy.
Yeah, we'll say Michael Williams. That makes sense. All right. All right, Chiefs are on the clock. We got Omar, Norman Lott, Gray Zabel, Kevin Winston Jr., Trey Amos, Josh Connerly, Shamar Stewart, Jaden Higgins, Landon Jackson.
This was a bad spot. This is
Yeah,
a bad spot.
the board did not fall the way we wanted it to. I'm gonna say Connerly Jr.
Yeah, I'm more leaning towards Carnley Jr. He's a left tackle already. Might as well.
Yeah, he's good. They made it. They met with him at the combine.
His
I'm gonna say
top 30
Josh Connerly
visit,
Jr.
wasn't he? Did he visit top 30?
No combine. He was an official, but he was an official meeting at the combine.
Okay. They like him then.
Yeah. All right. Now we have the Philadelphia Eagles. They need
a little bit of everything.
Corner, yeah. I mean, they're never going to shy away from just taking value. They're always going to take the best value. It doesn't matter.
Maybe it's Trey Amos or Zabel.
That.
They don't really. I don't think I think their offensive line's fine. Well, no, maybe not. Since some guys did leave.
Yeah. I feel like they're always going to invest in the trenches, no matter what, even if they have depth, right?
True.
They're never afraid to take the best offensive or defensive lineman.
Because everything starts in the trenches. Do Zabel.
All right, let's take Zabel. All right, that's the first round. So now we're moving into the second round, Krame.
On to round two.
Right. On to round two. All right, 33rd overall pick of the draft. Who are the Cleveland Browns taking?
Go to quarterbacks.
Well, it's not going to be Jackson Dart.
Well, no.
Dylan Gabriel, Jalen Milroe.
I think it's probably if they're going to go quarterback, it's Milroe.
All right, Jalen Milroe, 33rd pick in the draft. All right, Giants are the clock. They already took their quarterback. They take Omar Norman Lott.
Yep.
All right, now Titans are up. Titans
already got there.
They took their tackle already.
They took their quarterback already.
Did that? They took a tackle.
No, they got first overall pick, buddy.
Oh, duh. Jeez Louise, what am I thinking? All right, so they got their quarterback. So Shamar Stewart.
Already also give him a quarterback, and you go the kid from Stanford. Or Jaden Higgins.
I would say Jaden Higgins for sure. Yeah, you're right. Okay, Jaden Higgins it is. All right, now Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. What did we give them the first time around?
Does this scream Colston Loveland?
He's already been taken.
Does he? Is Loveland been taken?
No, he was already taken. So let's see here. They took Mason Graham in the first round. So do they take A.O. Manor?
Yeah. They'll give Trevor Lawrence something.
Their rookie from last year. Yeah. All right. Raiders, second round. Raiders, they took Ashton Genty first round. Who are they taking in the second round?
This might be a Benjamin Morris type of situation for him.
All right. Benjamin Morrison coming out the clock at 37 to the Raiders. So the Patriots took a wide receiver and a cornerback in the first round. So
what do you think he's going to play more? Because this is going to be the tell. Because they could go Trey Amos here.
I think it's wide receiver. He plays more wide receiver than cornerback.
Yeah, I'd pick a corner from the Patriots then in this spot.
Yeah. You see what he said this week? They asked if a team told him he had to choose between offense or defense, what he would say, and he said, "I choose retirement."
I did not see that comment. Good for him.
So so Trey Amos to the Patriots. Chicago Bears are on the clock. First pick we gave them Malachi Starks. They have 2 picks in this round. So do they take Shamar Stewart here, or do we give them a running back?
Well, Talik Williams.
You think so?
Yeah. They got to clog the middle. Their run defense last year was so bad.
All right. Talik Williams. All right. Well, the New Orleans Saints took Jackson Dart in the first round. What do we give them here as a consolation prize? Do we give them Shamar Stewart? Do we give them
Shamar Stewart. Give him Shamar Stewart.
All right. Now Chicago is back on the clock again.
Maybe Xavier Watts.
Well, they took Malachi Starks.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
So
they could go edge rusher if they wanted.
Yeah, I mean, Landon Jackson would be nice here for them.
Go for
I
it.
think he's an absolute stud.
Gosh, Talik Williams and then Landon Jackson, whether either or, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's a good draft so far. Will Campbell is who the Jets took in the first round. They do need a quarterback. Is this where Dylan Gabriel goes? Quinn Ewers? That's quite the reach.
How far? I mean, Will Howard might be better than those guys.
You think Will Howard's better than those guys?
Will Howard, he was great at K State before he went to Ohio State.
All right.
He just needs the guys to throw to. I think Will Howard's.
You think Will Howard can play in the Big Apple?
Yes.
Little apple to the big apple. Is that what you're saying, Kramer?
Yep. Little apple to the big apple.
All right, here we go. Will Howard.
That's actually fun. That's very fun.
Yeah. All right. Now we have
San
Francisco 49ers. They got Mimbu in the first round. Yeah. So
Derek Harmon.
Maybe we give. Yeah, Derek Harmon's the pick there. This is not working out for the Chiefs again, guys.
No.
44th overall. Dallas Cowboys took Mike Green at edge rusher in the first round. We should probably give them somebody on the offensive side of the ball. Tyler Booker would make sense here.
But yeah, Tyler Booker on the guard. They need that offensive line is terrible.
Yeah, I think
that's not a bad pick for him.
No, not at all. I think Tyler Warren was the Colts picks. Now they're back up at 45. They need
back-to-back Penn State boys.
Yeah, we could, or you give them Xavier Watts. I think they do take a safety here.
They need some secondary help. They need a lot of help on defense.
Let's go 2 Penn State guys because it's the right part of the country. Yeah. All right. Now we have the Atlanta Falcons back on the clock. They took G.I. Campbell round 1. Do we give them Jack Besh?
Yep.
All right.
Sorry, Chiefs fans. If you want,
Chiefs fans. If you want,
I like him. I like him. I like him a lot.
I do. He's a great player. I think he's great. All right. So now we have the Cardinals back up. They took Will Johnson. They need defensive line help. Braden Swinson is a nice rusher. Donovan Jackson can play guard as well. What do you think here?
Do the LSU boy, Braden
Swinson? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so too. He's a nice pass rusher. All right, now we're back into Miami at pick 48. They took Walter Nolan. They need guard and tackle help. Is this Donovan Jackson?
It should be.
All right, Donovan Jackson. All right, we got the Bengals on the clock at 49. The first round, they took Kenneth Grant, defensive interior out of Michigan. So now are we going to give them – there's not a linebacker there for them.
There is Demetrius Knight.
Oh, yeah. No, he's a nice player, actually. He's old, but he's a really nice player. Let's do Demetrius Knight. All right, so now we are back around to the Seattle Seahawks, who have 2 picks coming up very quick here. They took an edge rusher in the first round. They need center guard help still.
Change it to the offensive line.
I can see it. I can see it being Ayrton Ursi here. Ozzy Trapillo. I like him a lot, even though some people might think it's a little high for him.
Do Ursi.
Yeah, I think Ursi makes sense. All right, now we're back on the clock for the Denver Broncos.
They took
Luther Burden round 1. Do they take Cam Scabo?
No, they take Dylan Sampson.
They take Dylan Sampson. All right, I like that for them. That's a nice pick. All right, now we have the Seattle Seahawks back on the clock again. Do they take a defensive back here maybe to really try to boost that secondary?
Sure.
Just take a value pick of Xavier Watts, right? He's sliding all the way down to 52.
Yeah.
He's just the best player on the board kind of thing. All All right, now we're back to the Buccaneers.
They got
First
Johnny
round,
Barron, I'm pretty sure.
they got Jade Barron round 1. So edge linebacker. Do Carson Schweinsteiger is
Yep.
a nice pick for them, or Princely Unamanaman.
UCLA.
All right, Carson Schweinsteiger, linebacker. UCLA goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
This is gonna be Princely.
Green Bay Packers. Yeah, this is
Or
gonna be Princely.
or Harrison. Princely or Harrison.
I think it's going to be. Let's go Mad Max. Let's go Mad Max Harrison for him. Sure. All right. Now, is this going to be Darius Alexander? Who did they take in the first round? Yeah. Is this Darius Alexander right here?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, he's old, but I mean, he's good.
I don't think that matters for Harbaugh.
No. So now here, is this Ravel or Princely for the Bills? Oh, they took Michael Williams, so it's going to be Ravel.
Ravel.
All right. This is not too bad for the Chiefs so far. All right. So now the Panthers, they need a defensive back and an edge rusher, both in the first round. They took Troy McMillan. Are we giving them Princely here? He seems like their type of pass rusher. All right. Now the Texans are back on the clock. They need a wide receiver help. Jalen Royals is on the board. Trey Harris.
I'm cool with Royals.
Yeah, I think I can see Jalen Royals in their offense. All right, now we're back to the Baltimore Ravens at 59. They took Ezraku, edge rusher, first round. They need a defensive back and they need guard help.
Or do they go another edge?
I mean, they go back-to-back edge. I mean, well, didn't he blow his knee out, JT Tuimoloau?
True. Yes. Yeah, he did.
He did. He blew his knee out, so I'm not going to say him. Jared Ivey is big. I can see Jared Ivey being their kind of guy, actually.
Take him.
All right, Jared Ivey. Or, you know who they're going to take is Darian Porter.
Yes.
Mr. I allowed a 4.7 passer rating last year in college, and I'm 6'4", 200 pounds.
Disgusting.
They're taking Darian Porter. Yeah, and I'm pissed off about it, actually.
I know Dan Campbell's pissed off about it.
Yeah, 100%. Dan Campbell's like just walked up and punched John Harbaugh right in the face.
Are you kidding me, man?
He quotes Metallica, punches him in the face, and walks away. All right. The Detroit Lions are on the clock. They took Jalen Walker with their last pick.
Well, about TJ Sanders?
Yeah, I could see that. He's a great interior pass rusher. A little upset because I do like him a lot. But yeah, I can see that.
I mean, or they go the injured route, JT, but I don't think they're.
No,
it's also Michigan. They're going to get Ohio State guys. There's Jared Ivey as well.
Yeah, I think Jared Ivey could be a possibility here, actually. Let's go Jared Ivey. All right, Washington is on the clock. They need a running back bad, and there's still running back in this draft.
This is their spot. This is their perfect spot. They get best available running back.
Yeah, I think that Caleb Johnson's better than Cam Scabo, personally. There's Keyshawn Judkins, though, which is my running back one. What do you think?
I mean, he's my running back one as well.
All right, they're going to take Judkins here. Now the Buffalo Bills are on the clock right before the Kansas City Chiefs. They took Revel. They took Williams. They still need a cornerback. They took Revel to Williams. They still need a linebacker. There isn't any linebackers really available unless you think that depends on how high you are on Chris Paul Jr. he could be a possibility to be in play here.
True.
He's the best available linebacker.
I mean, go for it. I don't. It doesn't bother me.
I could see that happening. All right, now Chiefs are on the clock. Pick 63. I think if this happens, it's TJ Sanders all day.
You think so?
Oh man, TJ Sanders is such a stud. He's great interior pass rusher. They put him next to Chris Jones on the inside.
Go for it, man.
I think that they eat. They absolutely eat. It's either that or they take Caleb Johnson at running back.
If Quashon Judkins is here at 63, I hope they get at least Quashon Judkins. But
yeah,
go TJ Sanders.
All right, TJ Sanders at number 63, and then number 64 is the final pick of the round and the draft, and that is to the Philadelphia Eagles. And honest to God, I could see them taking a running back.
I can too. I can. There's so many of them, and why not?
Right.
Just do Scadaboo.
Yeah, they have a great running back, and they're going to take Cam Scadaboo anyway.
Can never have too many horses in the shed.
And that hopefully at 66, then the Chiefs turn around and then take Caleb Williams if he's still there, or Caleb Johnson. I mean, if he's still there.
Oh yeah.
All right. That's our mock draft. That's our 2-round mock draft. We won't recap both rounds, but the Chiefs walk away with Josh Connerly Jr. and TJ Sanders. That is a nice mock if they come around away with those 2 picks. So I am a fan of it.
Huge.
All right, Krame. I'm an hour and 26 minutes, baby. Pre-draft extravaganza in the books. Veach season. As always, we love you guys. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you if you're on YouTube right now, you see the intensity in my eyes as I talk to you right now from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here and rocking with us every single day. Thank you for loving us, even though we look like 2 elephants with our trunks cut off below the waist right now as we speak.
It's because your knob looks like that, doesn't it? To me, mine does.
Yeah. Your knob, like I'm reading a book right now where they describe like how like people who had leprosy's fingers were all gnawed up and mangled. That's kind of like my knob looks like.
It's all mangled down there.
It's a mangled leprosy nub. It's like Scary Movie 3. I did it with my strong hand.
The claw.
Yeah, I did it with my strong hand. Yeah. All right. I love you guys. I love you guys with my strong hand. Until we see you guys next time, we love you guys. Be good to each other. Peace.